All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Den25 show. I am here with JD, Matt, and Adam. We are coming together again. Kusal's taking a long hiatus, and he might be back when we get famous again.
So obviously, there was the debate that happened this past week.
I like how you do quote unquote.
You mean the shit show?
The quotes.
Yeah, I mean that I don't usually watch like the after talks about the after the debates, but like I had to see this one and like it was just every bit as good as the actual debate.
Did
I mean by good I mean like
Christie?
chaotic.
Okay,
by
no.
chaotic.
What was his name? There was one guy. What's his name? I forgot. He was on the CNN one.
I didn't see Chris Christie.
Rick Santorum.
I saw,
Rick Santorum, I think is.
Rick Santorum, yes.
Yeah, no. There was one quote I'd like to really much extrapolate from
He was asking the president to do something that he knows the president doesn't like to do.
Which is
Say something bad about people who support him, right?
What, declining violence?
Well, talking about
the white
supremacy?
the white supremacists, number one. And number two,
when the people were grilling him, like, why won't he just denounce white supremacists? And before the Trump supporters fucking flame our asses, if he denounced it before, he can denounce it then.
Do you think he was trying to give Biden COVID on purpose?
He's trying to talk as much as possible to get his particles into the air.
Yeah.
No.
You see, so my dad watches like a lot of like mainstream media, and like a lot of people are pushing around the theory that him having COVID is fake.
That's a very wild theory.
It is a wild theory. It's not, I'm not supporting the theory at all.
The only person who talked about policy was Biden, like really, which is like the one reason why I think that he did the best in the debate is that he actually talked about his policy and what he's trying to implement.
And
While
he looked
Trump,
into the camera, right?
he looked into the camera and stuff like that, which is very good. The biggest issue I had with President Trump's whole thing is he attacked. It's like he only prepped to debate Bernie Sanders.
Okay, so let's talk about Chris Wallace. Do you think that he did a good job as moderator?
He needs a mute button. He needs a mute button just to shut off.
And then honestly, that's part specifically wasn't his fault. I feel like he did the best he could given the rules that were agreed upon.
No,
right?
but
how could he exactly shut Trump up?
I think that the country would be better served if we allowed both people to speak with fewer interruptions. I'm appealing to you, sir, to do that.
Well, and him too.
Well, frankly, you've been doing more interrupting
Well, that's
than he
all right,
has.
but he does plenty.
Well, less than, sir, less
There's
than
plenty.
No, less than you have.
Okay, before watching that debate, I was like, okay, the Joe Rogan idea seems kind of cool, right? But when you watch this debate, like around like the beginning to the middle, there was very little control of these two candidates going back and forth on each other. It just became chaotic, right? Okay, podcasts have like a very little format. It's like a free discussion, right? So like, would less organization and structure in a debate that's in a podcast format, would that really be more civil than what we saw on Tuesday?
Do you think that this makes democracy look weaker or stronger?
Way weaker, incredibly weak. The reason why is because it looks like we're not intelligent enough to have a conversation with anyone. Like that's what it looks like. Like it literally looks like we're all a bunch of dumbasses that can't even like have a civil discussion about our policies. No, it's just 2 3-year-olds yelling at each other fucking as loud as they can. Or it's not even that, but it's 1 3-year-old yelling as loud as he can, and one that doesn't want to speak back. Most people I'll be fine with. If a British person, I swear to God, if a British person says anything, I become the most patriotic son of a bitch in the continental United States. I swear to God. Like,
their right wing is arguably just as left as our left wing.
But I don't care. You blew a 13 colony lead in a half a world lead. Shut up, colonizer.
We're going all the way back. You know.
Do you guys think that people online, do you think it's justified for people to not feel sympathy for the president at this current time?
I think it's completely fine to laugh at the irony of the man who tried to convince millions of people that this disease is not, or this pandemic is not that big of a deal, that he gets it himself. I think the irony of that is hilarious.
Well,
okay.
I think that does bring up the philosophical question though, is when do you compromise, or how much should you compromise the truth in order to not cause a panic? Right?
I just want to say this real quick.
Yeah.
There's a difference between not causing a panic and not being prepared at all. he didn't cause a panic, but when it was time, he still told people it's not that big of a deal.
You know,
Trump's not been the first one. Let's just get this out clear.
Oh yeah, no, he hasn't been.
Presidents have done this. Obama has done this. You know, JFK, Bay of Pigs. Like, anytime you need to do something for the executive office, you're gonna have to withhold some information.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, hey, we still don't know what the fuck is in Area 51. I mean, there could be fucking aliens.
I don't know.
Just think about this. You know, things started going to shit after the Area 51 raid.
So what if this is a diversion tactic so they can move the aliens out of 51?
Right?
No,
Because nobody's
shut
in
up,
the
Leslie.
streets because they're all quarantined. So it's a perfect time.
Bro, I went to what was it? We went to get like a freaking thing for our house. Like, we went to Home Depot. There were plenty of people in the goddamn streets and going on with their lives.
Every president has their thing, right? Right. He did not have sex with that
JFK
woman.
has his own sex tapes in the Library of Congress. So I mean,
You know what?
Oh,
The
did you know
first
there was
vlogger, all right?
Okay, this is a quick fact. What we might be. Did you know JFK? So the CIA in the past, there was a, what was her name? It was like a German Nazi spy or something was dating JFK at one point or something like that, right? So the CIA like wiretapped his hotel room, and all they heard was them banging for like 24 hours and recorded. So somewhere in the Library of Congress, there's a 24-hour tape of the audio of JFK going at it with a
Hey,
Nazi spy.
Jay, he was trying to extract information for national
Information, I
security,
understand.
all right?
But,
He
like,
went deep
it's,
into
like,
that
crazy.
forest, and he came out. All right, so while he's waiting,
but I think
Sorry,
it,
boys. My parents asked me if I wanted McDonald's. Time to get the Travis Scott burger.
oh boy, okay, we need to talk about that. You know, that's what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
yeah, at the end, yeah.
Give me a
Let's
second.
talk about these deals, right? The Travis Scott burger was the first deal that's happened since Michael Jordan did that deal. I'm honestly surprised it took this long. Like, imagine the Billie Eilish Burger Queen. Like,
Oh god, you just start monopolizing and commercializing TikTok trends.
I mean, Charlie D'Amelio is getting
smart.
that.
It's smart.
It
It's
is
smart,
smart.
though. Yeah, like
right?
that shit was on TikTok for like fucking.
Hi, how may I help you?
Let's keep it short and sweet. I think you know why we're here.
Travis Scott burger.
I wanted to do it, but then too many people were doing it, so I felt bad for McDonald's employees. So I decided
because
not
the
to do
fucking because when you play the music really loudly, you're
It hurts to-
the workers
Yeah.
at McDonald's. Nothing is immoral until there's a law against it.
guys, fucking Ben Shapiro. Well, racism can't exist. It's illegal. Well, Ben, tax evasion is illegal, and it still exists. So suck my ass.